Hey guys, this is Woodshop Junkies, and in today's video I'm going to show you that not every restoration goes according to plan. Right guys, so the regulars on this channel probably know that I like to throw in a restoration from time to time. It all started when I restored my Wadkin Bursgreen AGS-10 cabinet saw. After that I took on two more restorations. The first was a 4-inch Delta Milwaukee jointer that I brought back to life. And my latest restoration was a Fobco Star pedestal drilling machine. All of these restorations were to me big successes because they restored the machine's functionality and cosmetics to something that would resemble their glory days. Now guys, if you haven't seen those videos, I will link them down below. Go check them out. Those machines turned out really nicely and I learned a lot about them while I was restoring them. Anyway, so that gave me a 100% track record on my restorations. That was until recently when I took on my latest one, which was trying to restore a small 50-litre air compressor. Now, I didn't buy this compressor, so it's a low-risk restoration for me in terms of spending money. The unit was given to me by somebody. So I did my normal pre-functionality test to see if everything works before I strip it down to assess each individual component. Now, besides being caked with what looked like paint dust, I'm assuming the unit was used for spray painting, the motor and the pump sounded good. So I figured I would start by cleaning up the tank and stripping off all the old paint. I can then finish off the tank by giving it a coat of paint. So the game plan was get the tank ready and then I could add the other components to the tank as they are restored or as I go along. Up until this point, I was still very positive about this restoration until I did my first rinse out of the tank. The watercolor was a huge red flag, but I was hopeful that this was because of surface rust that was absorbed into the powder-like sediment that was settling on the inside of the tank. So I did another rinse. But the results were no better. But I wasn't exactly ready to give up on the project just yet, so I decided to leave the tank overnight with some rust remover inside, but the next morning the tank was empty. Yeah, so the situation is a nice big chunk of rust on the inside of the tank was being held together by a thin layer of paint from the outside. When the rust remover dissolved the rust, it left a nice big hole in the tank, making the tank pretty much useless as a compressor tank. Now I could weld up this hole, but I'm willing to wager that the inside of this tank is probably riddled with compromised areas that are just waiting to rupture the moment I put about 8 bars of air pressure inside this tank. So the compressor restoration is pretty much dead in the water. It didn't cost me any money, but it does feel like a waste of time, and I guess these are the risks you take when you try and restore old machines. That being said, I'm not deterred and I will start looking around for my next potential restoration. In the meantime, what to do with the old compressor tank? I feel like it can and should be repurposed in some way. Maybe something along the lines of a fire pit or a coal fire oven. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. And that's pretty much it. Not exactly the way I wanted this project to end, but it is what it is. Now, as for future videos and videos you guys can look forward to, soon I'm going to be taking a look at a jig that claims to be able to create 3 different types of invisible joints with relative ease. In addition, I'll be posting an update on the final orientation of the stump coffee table, and I've got 1 or 2 builds lined up that I can't wait to get out to you guys. So if you aren't subscribed yet and you want to see those videos, you should do that now. For now, however, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, cheers.